Hey guys, my name is Crystal Olisa. Thank you so much for dropping by. Be sure to subscribe for more great content. We are today looking at the kitchen cabinets because we are finally back here. So I painted these white and I'm absolutely loving them white. But at the same time, my actual end goal is having navy bottom cabinets. So I am going to be trying that over here. So I'm laughing because I'm like low-key nervous, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm pretty optimistic because I wanted this for the longest time and I knew even going into painting these ones white that an all-white kitchen was just not gonna cut it for me long term. So I feel like the freshness of the crisp whiteness on this side has sort of worn off. So I am ready to attempt painting navy on this side because I have done the black pantry right here, and I initially, like, I was a little worried it would be a bit too much color, like black and navy, but then everything else is going to be white. So honestly, I don't know what I'm worrying about. I think when they were building them, they only did the lipping. The lipping is this proper finish on top of the cabinet. They only did it on the side with the sink because that's the side that's most likely to actually get water on it. And yet these cabinets, well, technically they've been here for 15 years, so that's quite a long time, but at the bottom they are frayed and swollen because they weren't sealed off properly. So I'm eventually going to be replacing this side doors with these doors, which are still in perfect condition, once I rip this whole thing out because it's gonna be drawers. So I thought I might as well just paint them because I'm not quite ready to remove the whole thing. So might as well paint them, get them up to scratch. You see, like, this side wasn't sealed off, and you can see exactly what I mean when I say that it's like swollen and just frayed and just low-key falling apart. So I kind of want to replace these doors. So my focus for this video is going to be these three doors and then painting them navy and then seeing how I feel about it. But for now, I got another one of the high opacity undercoat paint cans just because this is oil-based and I need an oil-based base for this color before I go in with my normal regular paints. So the best part about recording this is that I can actually see exactly how long I've been painting for. This has taken me 10 minutes to do, and this is 3 drawer faces, so that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy with this as a first coat, though I do still need to go in on the inside and the edges and all of that, but that needs cleaning and prepping and then more painting. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this result so far. I have just mixed in most of the black that was left in this can with all the blue that was left from before. So I do like the navy shade that ended up being on the walls, but sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, you're a little too blue for me. So instead of painting them that navy and then thinking it's too blue and then painting the cabinets black, I thought might as well just darken it a little bit so that it's a very, very deep navy. Hopefully I'll be happy with the results, but yeah, this paint hopefully will be more than enough for this side of the cabinets as well as the other side. So I'm just gonna get started, hoping that the white up here is more than enough to like counter any potential darkness that might be caused by the navy. I don't know, I really enjoyed having a white kitchen, but it kind of just feels bland to me. So this is one door done and I'm so excited. I can't believe I waited this long to even try this. I'm not going to paint the insides because I want the insides to be white, the outside to be navy. And for this side, I still have these 3 drawers to paint in the undercoat, so I'm going to get that done, but get these ones navy and then, you know, wrap everything up at the same time. So I'm really excited. So this is the first coat of the navy. I have just gotten it on the front facing as well as the top and the edges that are basically showing. I also decided to go navy on this part in here just so there isn't some white that's like distracting you from it. It is dry to the touch. It's actually completely dry, and it's only been about an hour, so I am really excited. This cabinet again broke. I haven't fixed it yet, but I am going to paint it out and make it pretty as I figure out how to fix it. So I have also done the white coat on these drawers because I thought I might as well do it now when everything is smelling all paintified, and I'm pretty happy with it. Though you'll see a few places the paint has sort of gone extra, so got a bit of navy where navy shouldn't be and a bit of white where white shouldn't be. So I think I'll do a second round of navy on the navy cabinet and then the first round of navy here, and then we'll see how it goes. So pretty excited. Okay, so first coat on these drawers is done. Second coat on the cabinet doors is done. I am so excited with the way this looks, so I feel like this will be one of the shortest videos ever, but I'm really glad that I did this and didn't just like stick to the safe white situation. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like tomorrow when everything is perfectly dry. I was going for the shade petrol blue in the PG Bison boards. If you've seen them, I think this is pretty damn close, so I'm really glad I mixed in all of that black into the blue, but I'm really happy. I feel like this is definitely navy, but in some lights it'll look black, so I'm so excited. I'll show you what this looks like in the sunshine, but I am pretty happy with the result. Okay, so I know the cabinets look basically black, so I'm really hoping that it's translating correctly in the camera, but this is like the darkest blue that you can get to without being black, and this is the exact shade that I wanted even for the walls, but the walls are done and I'm not going to redo those. So yeah, I am so happy with the way this has turned out. You can see even this other side is fully done, though weirdly this drawer is looking darker than that one, but because I'm going to be repurposing these doors, I don't even care. But I am so excited. Also, I did like sort of brush off the remaining paint off of my brush, and you can clearly see where the brush stroke was, because that's why I felt like there were a bit of gaps in the paint, and it seems there was quite a bit of black left like in the bristles. So I will just give them another coat of blue paint, but even with just the two coats, because I did such an intense coating of the white underneath, I feel like it just created the perfect base, the perfect primer, so the blue went on so easily, and I am obsessed. So you can actually see here, this is what black would be, and this is the color that it is. So this is definitely a really deep navy blue, and I love it. And I'm so glad I still have so much paint left for the kitchen island, because it will be the same color. Really glad I'll be able to fix this black issue, because I don't actually want black cabinets, though from a distance these actually do low-key look black, and I'm okay with that. So just to show you again, this is what the paint looks relatively wet, so it's already darkening as it's drying up, but this is what it looks wet, and this is the first patch of painting that I've done. So you can see it's already darkening and like disappearing into the actual dried paint color, and I love it. So I have taken some time to enjoy my navy cabinets, and yesterday when I was buying more paint, I found these two handlebars that I have tried on the doors, and I am absolutely obsessed with the gold. I didn't actually think I'd like it that much, but I bought them just to like sample them, test them out in the house, so I will be going back for more of the gold to replace these handles that we're seeing over here, so I'm so excited about that. But for today, since the shop is closed, I am going to be washing this patch of wall, removing this little menu if you want ideas for your children's lunches or whatever. There you go. I'm going to be removing that because I don't actually use it. I will be sad to see this nail go, but I feel like I'll figure out somewhere else to put my chopping board, so it's fine. I just need to remove these things so that I can step here, wash it, paint it, get it all done. First round of painting done. I'm not recording myself doing the actual painting because I feel like we've seen this before. Again, the ceiling is going to get cleaned separately, so I'm not dealing with that this week. This week is just dealing with the wall. So now I'm going to tape up the black part and cut everything in, and then do a final really thick coat so that I don't have to go through this again. and then I think we'll be done. So the white and the black is done. Like, I'm actually done painting the kitchen, and I am so excited about it. So right now all that's left is like to do a bit of arranging, because like down here is absolute chaos. And then I want to touch up these cabinets because some white paint went on them, and then I hadn't painted the insides because I wasn't going to bother. But I think I actually will just make them navy so everything is like uniform. And also I did actually end up going back to the hardware and picking up more of these handles, so I'm so excited to finally install them. These ones I think I'll take a bit of a shortcut just because of time, and then with these ones for the drawers, it's a far more complicated process, so we'll see how well that goes. But I am so excited to get this done. Yeah, we're almost there. We're like at the finish line, and I'm so excited. So part of me literally cannot believe I actually managed to do that. I am so excited, and I'm so glad these things come in like a standard size. So yeah, I just changed the cabinet hinge. I was actually not going to do it because I didn't think like I'd be able to figure it out. But then a pair of these is 180, so I do have a spare one. And because the holes are standardized, I knew I just need to remove the rusted one and like put in the new one, and it was so much simpler than I expected. So yeah, the drill is definitely coming in handy. So excited that my cabinet can actually close now, although not completely because my gas line is passing through the doors. It will be drilled into the back once I eventually fix this whole sink area, but I'm so excited. So now I'm gonna do final paint touch-ups, because once I change out the handles, I don't want any trace of paint on them. Okay, so what I've done here is I've gotten some masking tape. I've measured the distance between these two holes and poked holes in the masking tape. Then I've put it on the cabinet, tried to get it as straight as possible from the edge, laid it down. It's good to use tape so that it can actually stick down. And then I've drilled a hole on the second hole because the top hole is what I'm keeping. And I put some tape on this side of it to prevent it from fraying too much. So don't really know how much helping that has helped, but yeah, I have my hole. I'm about to drill in my handle. Okay, so for our first attempt at actually changing out handles, I feel like that went pretty well. I have learned that I do need to create a slightly larger hole for the second one so that I have like a bit of an easier time getting it through. But I am so excited. It looks so pretty. Like, compare this to this. I mean, there's literally no comparison, especially because I was okay with the painted knobs before. Or even compare like this very sleek, beautiful gold design to the ugly silver one that used to be there. I mean, honestly, there's really no comparison. So I am so excited. I love how the gold looks with the navy, so I am excited to change out all of them. I even got a slightly shorter one for this side, just so that it's like a bit more cabinety and not just everything being too matchy-matchy. but I'm really excited. So I feel like that's enough of a tutorial on how to change a cabinet here, because I feel like this is such an easy renter-friendly option as well, because these were 120 shillings for this 8-inch and 100 bob for the 6-inch that I'm going to be using on the cabinet. So I feel like this is something you can definitely change out while you're living there and then move with your handles when you go, you know. So yeah, this is a really easy project. Again, just mark the distance with masking tape and then drill it in, and everything will be level, everything will be straight, and it'll be perfect. And the screws that come with this thing are actually deep enough to go all the way in here, so that's not something you need to worry about. I'm so happy. I'm so glad I didn't wait until I could ship in the handles that I really want. So for now, these will do, and I am ecstatic. Okay, so it turns out this first one going so easily gave me a little bit of false confidence, because these two have sort of given me a bit of a nightmare. So it turns out the drill bit that I chose first time was too small, this time is too big, and I'd already drilled both these holes. So both these holes, the screw is just dancing around inside it. It's not actually holding anything. So thank God I had one of these types of screws, the MDF type of screws, and it's worked. It's actually holding the handle quite sturdily, but that means I have to go to the shop and buy more of these, because this second one, first of all, it's even drilled in the wrong place. So they're just like a millimeter off. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just a little bit higher than the hole, which is frustrating AF, but at least the top one has fit. So I'm gonna just have the top one holding it and like sort of pretend it's in place, because I don't have another black one. I do have this, and it does seem like it should work, but then now I have to drill another hole, and then I need a size reference when I go to buy more black ones. So it's a whole thing. But for this final one on this side, I'm crossing my fingers that I have the right drill bit size now, and hopefully it all works out. So let's see. So pros and cons of this experience. Pros, I have learned how to change handles. Amazing. I have beautiful gold sleek handles. Amazing. Another pro, I've learned the exact drill bit size that I need for these drawers. Unfortunately, I don't have the exact one, so it is still a bit of a tight fit, but it's better than it being too loose and dancing around and not being, you know, like not holding properly, right? So I think I will just secure this one, since I don't seem to need to buy a whole new set of screws for all of them. I'll just go in with the slightly smaller drill bit so that everything is tight by the time I'm done. But I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. So I'm going to change out the knobs on this other side, probably show you how I do the drawers, and then we can do the final review. So this is the final result, and I could not be happier with the way it turned out. I love that I took the plunge and like went for the navy lower cabinets and white everything else, literally. So the tiles that I'm going to replace the backsplash with will be white, countertop will be white, everything will be white, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad it worked out. Though unfortunately, as I was shooting this specific video, I bumped my camera fell down, lens broke. But I'll insert different clips of the kitchen as I'm talking you through it, because I'm combining like using my phone for the wide angle, using this one for the cleaner, crisper, more beautiful shots. But yeah, I'm really excited with the way this turned out. This seat usually lives in the kitchen because cooking can take like 3 or 4 hours, so sometimes it's just nice to have somewhere to sit, even though with my dining table right here, just ignore this mess, but with my dining table right here, it does make it easier to go back and forth. But sometimes you just want to sit down as you're waiting for like tea to boil or something, you know. So yeah, I really wish this countertop was white. I had actually looked into getting contact paper, and I wanted this specific one, and the girl told me it was in stock, but before she sent the rider out, I was like, send me a physical picture of what you're sending me, and it was this. And this is cream, not white, so I didn't really want to compromise on that, even though the cream would have gone with the tiles that exist right now. But I am replacing those with something whiter and like more cool tone, more grayish. So yeah, it wouldn't work out. Also, I really didn't want to wait to do this full tour, kitchen mini tour video until I got doors for these upper cabinets. But I have decided that I'm going to get the doors that open upwards, so I'm going to get hinges for each of the sides, and I need to fill in that little blank space between them. Like, it's a whole process, so I didn't want to postpone this video indefinitely. I wanted to just show you the kitchen as it is now with the navy cabinets that have made me so happy. And honestly, I was just going to paint the cabinets navy before, but then I realized the effect won't really be complete unless I paint this part of the wall. So this was yellow before, and even that upper part was incomplete, but now everything is completed and perfect, and you can actually see the vision, and I'm so excited. So eventually the goal is to get floating shelves, just like a couple of them, from the window until this pantry in like a really beautiful deep wooden color. So we have like multi colors, multi textures, multi layers to this kitchen. But I am so excited with the way everything turned out. Also, I really need to replace this cooktop because I am so over it at this point. I've had it for about 7 years. I'm done. So yeah, the black pantry is still going strong. Someone had asked me about like dust and whatever, so I think I can give you an update on that. Again, just a little bit harder with this very zoomed in lens, but hopefully you can actually see it. I cook right there, right? So all this, can you see it? I don't know. Yeah, so that's a bit of like oil splashing and whatever, but honestly it's not so bad. That white is a bit of the splash from the roller that I used, but luckily it wasn't as bad as I expected, right? Because this is crazy, but I'm replacing the sink. I'm covering up the countertop, so I don't really care if it gets white on it, but I was really concerned with the black, so I'm very grateful that it was just a little bit of splashing. The side just needs a black touch up, so that's a bit of the wood showing, but basically it's pretty good. It's not very forgiving when it comes to like oil and grease, but honestly, as long as it stays black, I don't even mind. Also, there is a little bit of dust, but this is like 3 weeks worth of dust, and you can see how little it is. So yeah, this, I just wipe around it. I need to like lift everything and wipe, but honestly, I'm not even fussed. Like, I genuinely don't even mind, and that's usually how I keep it. And I am just obsessed, and I love how the navy, even the navy looks good with the granite. Like, I'm not a granite person, but this navy is making it look kind of amazing. So yeah, really excited, though I am replacing this whole thing very soon, because I need to create a hole on that side of the countertop for my gas pipe, so that my gas can live down there without being like an obstructive orange neon sign right here, you know. Thank you to everyone who suggested that I should use baskets to like keep everything together, because it actually has made a whole lot of difference. And I had the baskets, they were just lying around. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Also, oh my gosh, have I not mentioned this? My handles, I love them. Everything is unfortunately not as it seems. As you'll see, like here, it's not actually hooked on. I drilled the hole just a little bit too low, but at least I can fake it till I make it, right? So for now, this is working. This is perfect. This is fine. So I'm not really fussed when I see the holes for the knobs that used to be there, because I know this is a temporary situation. I just painted over them and I'm pretty happy with it. But I love these handles. So this is what I was saying. This is a 6-inch size and that is the 8-inch size. So there is a bit of a difference between them. I couldn't get the little like T ones, so I had to make do with this, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I feel like my navy, white, gold, black kitchen is actually really coming together, and it makes me really happy, because this is a vision I had when I came to this house, and I'm really glad it's all working out. So yeah, I feel like I've talked enough. This video has been long enough, so I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I am so excited to show you like more and more as we make more progress. So thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, share it with a friend if you think they like it, and I will see you in my next video.